Hello, I'm back, and this is your girl BENESTELLE. I'm a gospel artist, and today is an exciting day to come your way and have a little chat with you. Alors, c'est BENESTELLE, encore de retour. Je suis une chanteuse gospel et ça me fait grand plaisir de parler avec vous ce jour-ci et de partager des idées avec vous. So, let's get into it. I just wanted to talk about my love for Christ. I wanted to show how much He means to me, and by default, how much people mean to me. Because when you love God, it's natural to love people. You know, it just comes to you. So, love of my life is just that, an expression of the depth, an expression of, really how deep it goes and how much it means to me. It's a beautiful song, like I said, and I had a lot of fun writing the song, recording the song. But there's also the aspect of the making. We hear people talk about the work they do, but today I'm more interested in letting you know about the process. So I was in a place where I had a lot of questions in my mind about certain things. There were some things I really wasn't so excited about in my life, and I was looking at it like, how do I take care of this thing without, complaining to God and being and being upset with people, and I said, I'm gonna package all that. I'm gonna take what I feel. I'm gonna take what's going on in my mind, in my soul, in my spirit, and I'm gonna write it into a song. And I remember when I wrote the verse, and I was singing it back to myself to make sure these were the notes I wanted and how I wanted it to go, I actually cried because I remembered what took me there. It was like therapy. You have to talk about it to get over it. So I kept thinking about, this experience. If I didn't have that experience, I wouldn't be feeling this way. And if you listen to the lyrics of the song, it does say, "Your love has been lost in you. Your word keeps me stayed in you." To be lost in somebody's love, you've let go. You've let go of everything. You've dropped your guards and say, I'm going to trust you 1000%. And that's one thing that is not so easy to do. Everybody wants to keep control of a certain part of their life. I said, Lord, I've dropped everything. I've always trusted you, but really at this moment, it's all. Have it all. And that love just filled me. And the beauty of the love of God is that love is so heavy duty, you just want to give. For God so loved the world that He gave. There's the music aspect, of course, the recording, the singing, the vocals. I actually was blessed enough to actually go from one producer to the next for quite some time until I ran into this person and I thought, this is it. I'm there. But the interesting thing about it is the person wasn't where I was. The person is in a totally different country. So that makes it even more interesting because I've had people ask me, your song is so beautiful. How did you get the music done with a producer that is not on ground and it still came out as if you were face to face? Well, it comes with sacrifices. When you have a dream, when you have something that matters, you invest in it. You put your energy, you put your time, you put your money, you put your mind to it. So I had cases where I would sing the song, like Love of My Life, literally that was what I did. I voice noted the song. I sang it and voice noted to the producer and say, well, this is what we're doing. And even more interesting was he was telling me, oh, is this the right note? And I said to him, I don't know the name of the note, but I can sing it. And he's like, oh, okay. So I had to actually teach myself to use tools that the Lord has made available to me. I went online and I found an online piano that had the notes. So I put them together and I sent it and I said, you know what, this is what I want. And when the music came back, it was like, oh my goodness, this is amazing. So I stuck it out. I stuck it out with the producer. I didn't get upset and say, oh my God, maybe this is not for me. No, you have to stay with it. So that's how Love of My Life came about. And then, of course, there was the music video. What an experience. I'm actually, every time I think about it, I just see the beauty of God. And really, the song comes alive. I really do love Him even more. Because, people look at it and it's like, oh, she looks so cute in the video. It must have been so fun to shoot. No, no, no. It was a journey as well. I learned a lot. So I had to work with a team. And I had to submit myself to the team. So it was my idea, it was my song. But I am not behind the camera. I am not the person who does the wardrobe. I'm not the person who does the hair or the makeup. So I had to give myself to trust them. And that's what love does. Love trusts. So I had to leave out the song directly with my team. Like, I had to be the first person to prove the point of the song that I wrote. So I worked with them and they guided me. So it was, even when we were doing the concept, the picture concept of where we were going with this, sometimes I would work with someone and I would see pictures and I'll be like, you kind of got it, but yeah, you didn't get there yet. We had to work it. I gave myself to it on the day of, shooting the video. All this was new to me. So I trusted the people I was working with. They say, for very simple things. Sometimes I'll be like, oh, I want to leave my hair down because I think it's going to be more glam. And then the person doing the hair says, no, Sister Estelle, no, BENESTELLE, rather. I think you should put it this way. It will look better. Or the person behind the camera tells you, I need this expression. So I'm there giving it all and then it goes, yeah, I need more. And you're wondering, so all I've been doing, what do you mean? But it's part of the making and it's beautiful. And it took a lot of time. In my mind, I thought, 2-3 hours, we should be done with that video. No, we were there for 6 good hours. And it was 6 hours well invested because I learned a lot. All that was part of the journey of putting the whole thing together. So when we finally put it together, I remember when I saw the edit, I was speechless. I was like, where do I start from? I just loved every bit of it. And I was like, oh my God, I think we should add this and I think we should put that there. And we should, add another thing. But then the song is only 6 minutes, there's only so much you can put on. So I took it and I got excited. When the edit came, I was very, very happy. Like, I kept watching it. I kept listening to the song. I wrote the song. I sang it. But I had to keep listening to it because you have to get into it. Because when the release comes, that was another step. And it was a mountain that I had to overcome. I remember the day before the release, I just had a moment. I just said, oh my God, I can't believe I'm about to do this. I actually think this is the dumbest thing I've done all my life. I need to let it go. I won't be able to sustain. So one person in my team that, amazing person, she allowed God to use her to talk to me. She called me and then she said, I know how you feel. I understand it. But still, you've worked so hard for this. You are actually where you're supposed to be. This isn't the time to back out. And I opened myself. I didn't allow the fear. I didn't allow the apprehensions. I didn't allow the what ifs, because those were the giants that showed up that day. Also, it's very important for you to don't let fear, don't let lies of your mind come and rob you away from that dream. Follow through. And it just so happened the release was on my birthday. I forgot my birthday. My mind wasn't on it. My mind was more on the music is going out, what's gonna happen. And after that conversation with her, I became even more energized. Now I was up on it. We need to put the page up. We need to do this. Is the website ready? And if you haven't visited, just go check it out. It's www.benestelle.com. You're gonna love it. But the resources and the people that you need for this thing to fly sky high, they are right around you. And trust me, you cannot fail. It's impossible. So go for it. Just start. Enjoy the song. Start by singing my song. Sing it in your church. Sing it in the streets. Sing it in your car. Get excited. And then before you know it, you're going to start writing your own songs. And then you can turn to people and say, Jesus, I love you, Lord, with all my heart. With all my soul. With all my mind. and then we're going to be watching you and clapping for you and cheering you and say, "Whoa, did you hear that run?" So you know what, I'm looking forward to hearing from you. And don't forget, write it in the comments. If you have a channel, if you have a song, I would love to hear it. Let's talk about it.